Something strange recently takes my attention. You know my hamster in the background, that's a strange shake. So, of course, I have to make a theory on it. Do all the Alicorns have a mysterious hidden ability? Now let's start with the obvious ones. Celestia and Luna. Celestia races the sun, Luna races the moon. All is good in the world, yo. But in Horseplay, we heard about Celestia racing the sun. But she was the only one who didn't have a magic range while doing it. And well, it makes it seem like she probably got a key mark in this because it's kind of a big sun. And even before she got a key mark, she could raise the sun perfectly. She was the only one who could do it without draining her magic. There's her power. And Luna, same thing with the moon. Only one who could raise the moon without draining their magic. Because if raising the sun drained people's magic, raising the moon probably did it as well. So, yeah. And the reason why they probably don't mention it in the playing Horseplay is probably because it plays about Celestia and not Luna. So, I just want to point out, in case you guys didn't know, there's a bit when Celestia starts reading the sun in the Horseplay, Luna makes an annoyed face because she's raising the sun at night. But back on topic. If you guys probably ask how, of course Celestia is able to raise the moon in a royal problem because she got a key mark switch. But I always love to point out in like the comments or clips of that episode that Celestia raised the moon for 1,000 years in Luna's absence. That's a bit of a continuity error right there. But how is she able to do this? It's not like she stole Luna's hidden ability. Well, I just think that it took her a long time to learn. Like, maybe it's either she had to learn it quite quickly. You know, it would probably usually take a long time for her to learn, because if unicorns can do it, she can probably do it. It's just, it would probably somewhat drain her magic, but being an Alicorn, you know, she'd be fine. Or the elements granted her that ability when she banished Luna to keep balance. Although she kept it after Luna returned, until Nightmare Moon was gone permanently, or when she still has it now, is mostly speculation. We never see her raise the moon again, aside from in a royal problem where she has her key marks, which was Luna, which could have switched their stuff with, switches their magic aura, so it probably switched to actual abilities. But whether or not, of course, we haven't seen her raise the moon other than that, because she doesn't need to, because Luna's kind of here, yeah? No, I know, but when they transfer their magic to Twilight in Twilight's kingdom, I don't think the reason why Twilight was suddenly able to raise the sun and the moon was because, like, she just had enough magic to do it. Even though she could have learned it, it's just she wouldn't have been able to. Even as an Alicorn, I doubt she would be able to do that on her own. Without, like, I don't know, rainbow power levels of magic. But Celestia and Luna also transferred their hidden abilities to her. And then, what is Twilight's hidden ability? I think I know. Telepathy. Might sound a bit strange, but ever since she became an Alicorn. Oh, okay, if you guys see my Twilight is the chosen one theory, which is actually my 15 sub special. Basically, after he kind of suggested Twilight, before, like, 500 years before she was born, was meant to be the hero of Equestria. But ever since she became an Alicorn, like, she was destined to rise as an Alicorn, like, because of her key mark and stuff. I'm not trying to self-advertise, I'm just saying that I'm just, like, sort of covering what I said in that video. Twilight being destined to be the hero of Equestria, she was probably also destined, well, she was destined to rise as an Alicorn. But I want to point out that Celestia did not turn her into an Alicorn. Or, well, she might have. But a lot of people say Celestia did something. She didn't. It's actually more likely to be the elements that turned Twilight into an Alicorn. Because Twilight gets that many elements, transforms its place with Celestia. Celestia just sings a little song and watches as Twilight own magic transforms her into an Alicorn. Celestia didn't do anything, although she could have still activated it. We just don't really know. But what gives? Well, how come it's telepathy? Well, not really telepathy, but more an ability to read others' emotions on a subconscious level. Even Twilight doesn't realise she has this power. But, we've seen that, of course, Twilight has been growing as a character, but I think there's more to it than that. And also, you can't have character growth without special superhuman abilities. That'd just be weird. But, Twilight is being able to connect with others more. Look at Lesson 0 and Cancel One. She wasn't really the best at conveying her ideas then. And others sometimes were a bit awkward around her sometimes. Well, after she became an Alicorn, it's almost like she knew how to convey her own feelings better. Because she, even though she doesn't realise it, was magically reading how others were feeling. Take for example horseplay. Twilight knows that, because I keep going back to that episode for some reason, but Twilight knows perfectly how to reason with Celestia. She comes up with an absolutely perfect answer for everything Celestia asks her, and seems to know the exact words how to convince her to come back to them. But Thomas is still, without realising it, she was reading Celestia's emotions without realising it. There are many other instances, but I'm just going to use that one as an example because I keep on going back to horseplay in this video. But what about Cadence? Cadence, according to my Twilight's Chosen One video, was destined to rule the Crystal Empire before she was even born. Before she even knew it existed. But we only have really, so of course it probably has something to do with crystals, but we only really have one suggestion of what it is. The MLP movie, when Twilight states that Cadence uses the crystal magic. Crystal magic, crystal empire, crystal heart? Sounds pretty cool. And Flurry, we had no idea until she grows up, which probably never happened.